Good morning and what's going on, my friends? Welcome to another Subie Shaves video with me on a beautiful morning. Hashtag Team All Blade and hashtag No Blade Left Behind. Come on in, let me see some Subie smiles, and all I can say is squad goals. Thank you so much for clicking into our shave video and for joining me. I'm thrilled to have you here. Hopefully wherever you're watching from today, you're drinking something delicious and you're sitting in a comfy chair. Wheel it on in and let's do a shave. I'm super excited. We're going to be talking about two razors that we did some work with. These are the Gillette News from the 1930s. They're a mixed metal copper and brass razor. We're going to be comparing the long comb variation to the short comb variation today and seeing how they shave side by side. But as you can see, they have some kind of fun colorations, and that's because we did some heat tinting to these. I really love the razors. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and I've been waiting for a time that kind of made it sense to use them on channel with you. And today we're going to throw the vintage guys a little bit more love and do the razor side by side with clown fruit. I mean, I love the label with the razor, right? I just think that looks awesome. And it is that time of year. Get excited. I know I am. It is clown fruit season. I love this label. I love this scent. And I love the whole entire kind of environment that goes around with clown fruit season, right? Everybody kind of does fun photos. There's contests that are run over on different social media networks. It's a really fun scent. If you're into like the Halloween-esque kind of presents, right? I think this is just one of the ones you cannot miss. It's a beautiful one. It smells to me like you put your head in a sack of candy. Like you've been out trick-or-treating, you put your head in there to see what candy you got. You got Smarties, you've got your Skittles, you've got your hard candy, soft candies, all mixed together. And it reminds me a little bit of cotton candy. I heard somebody say cotton candy once, and now when I smell this, I think, kind of smells like bubble gum, cotton candy. I like this one a lot. It has absinthe, so you do get kind of a boozy note to it, but it really, really pops. I think it smells phenomenal. The label alone, right? It's just so much fun. Yeah, this is one that I do not use on the regular. It's like a 13 on the scent for me. It lingers and it lasts, but I'm telling you this, Doug puts a ton of care and effort into this release every single year. Again, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements is going to be doing the Clown Week on the Friday of the 13th. Oh, I'm so excited. It's that time, and I just had to get it out, use it. And, you know, for all of you out there that want to support the channel, and go below and use the link because you don't have the soap. It glows in the dark. It's really fun. It's just a cool concept. Really, really, really good scent. And I think it pairs well for this time of year. We even got the cube, right? We even have the cube in a tube of a tube of a cube. I like this. It glows. It's fun. And the cube too. Everything. It all glows. It's really kind of a cool experience when it's clown season, right? And I'm telling you, I had the perfect brush for it. It's a Paladin that Jeremy sent me last year or 2 years ago for Christmas. It is absolutely perfect for this time of year. And the lather today, oh, it's on point. Take a look. It's hydrated, it's thick, it's rich, and it's ready for a shave. We're going to throw a little extra on just for good measure here. You can see hydrated, shiny, slick, and ready for the shave. Oh, the slickness here. So darn good, and it smells phenomenal. Oh, thank you again for being here. I'm really excited today. We're set on 24 hours of growth, and we're going to be using Wizamet Super Iridiums. So we got some efficient blades in these vintage razors. I find that when I'm using vintage, I tend to like to use a little bit sharper blade. That's just me personally. And the Wizamet Super Iridiums, they're ultra buttery smooth in this razor, at least for me. Again, when you compare these side by side, oh, those look good. When you compare them side by side, the blade reveal looks a little bit larger on the short comb variation, right? This variation right here versus the long comb, but I think it could just possibly be like an optical illusion because on the skin, telling you, it didn't feel very much different. You can see here the shave was super close, was really comfortable, and was ultra efficient. I can tell you that much. I could feel the pass just wipe down the 24 hours. Again, it's only 24 hours of growth, but you know when it bulldozes through it, right? And it just does it so smoothly with both razors. I do tend to like the shorter comb variation a little bit more usually. Today we're going to find out how they do side by side. Let's start the shaving. It is going to be a shaving showdown style kind of video today because I really want to know how they shave side by side. I love this razor. It is so nice. We're going with that. This is the short bar variation, the short comb. It is a razor, again, that's produced in the 30s. They're very, very common. And I just had the idea of one day I wanted to see what would happen if we did some coloration, some heat tinting, some heat blooming to the copper, and it just turned out so pretty, right? The copper art is something I really enjoy. It's something artists out there that make copper art, Absolutely beautiful things that can do with it, right? And I like to kind of translate that to safety razors a little bit, right? Just translate it over. I think that looks cool, right? It shaves really nicely. Again, the actual heat tinting did not change the shave at all, and the shave is really nice. Very smooth, very comfortable. Again, these vintage razors, I really like to pick up once in a while just to remind myself how good the razors were back in the day and how much, our artisans have had to challenge themselves to really be noticed, right? I think that's the whole thing is even razors being developed today, right? They have a high bar because these shave really, really nicely. At least for me. Again, that is a for me situation, but you can see here all the residual slickness, all the comfort, and all the ease with this short bar. Now, again, the short bar is the one I prefer usually. It's the one when I'm doing like a shave privately. It's the one I'll pick up versus the two. The handle, now I know last time we used this on channel, people mentioned to me, they said, why didn't you talk about the handle? I like the handle. I don't think the handle's that bad. It is hollow, so the hollow handle gets a bad rap, to be really honest. A lot of people will complain. They'll say, it feels cheap, chintzy, doesn't give you that sturdy feel that Gillette really offered. But for me, I like the way that it gets kind of head heavy because it leads to the stroke. I like that. I think it's actually really nice, very, very comfortable, and super easy to use. Yeah. You can just see here so close, really fast too. I didn't have to fight it. We're switching over to the long comb variation here. And the long comb for me has a slightly different angle because you're trying to get around the comb. And so for me, I almost have to change the angle ever slightly per stroke compared to the short bar. But once you get that angle dialed in and you're right on it, it is so smooth, stinking easy. You can just see here. Again, this is also a perfect time to get one of these. Right? If you're looking over on eBay, they're only a few dollars. You can find them $4 or $5 at the maximum, right? You can find a lot. Sometimes you'll find them in boxes. They're a little bit more expensive. But really, if you're just searching for the razor, $4 or $5, really cheap, very, very easy to find, very common, they produced a lot of them, right? And if you're looking and you find one that's perfect for you, right? Just know that what you're probably looking at is like, a razor that's going to shave as good, if not better than what you would find today on today's market. At least it does for me. The short bar variation versus the long comb variation, right? The only real differences are on the base plate. You'll see like this. For me, they're hard to tell a difference on eBay when you're comparing them side by side like this. It's a little easier. The logos are different. I will have a link below in the comments that kind of shares and shows the two spotlighted side by side, so you know which version you're looking at. That's my only thing I would say. And I would also mention that these teeth tend to like to get bent. So while you're out searching and looking through the different listings, maybe you're doing it as you're out hunting for them in swap meets and things like that, antique stores. If you're out searching and you're looking around for them, I can tell you this much. The long bar variation and the short comb variation on the skin do feel slightly different because of the bar, right? But as far as the shave goes, stinking close, really nice, really fast, really efficient. And I'm telling you this, no nicks, no cuts, no dings, and no irritation on either side. Wow. Yeah, we had absolutely such good lather today. It was so hydrated. You can just see it running, right? Beautiful shave. The kind of side by side here, I almost feel like I got a better shave side by side with the long comb situation, right? This and this, I feel like this side's just a little bit closer, maybe. They're about the same. I'm going to stick with it. About the same. We're going to get relathered up, and we're going to find out today, cross pass wise, will one take any off of the other? Let's find out together. Come with me. And we're back and all lathered up and ready for some cross passes. We're grabbing ourselves the short bar variation right here. We're going to see how it does on this side of my head and see if it gets anything off of the long bar side. Such a beautiful razor, and I love both of these. Again, historic razors like this are so much fun to use. Who knows the stories that they could tell, right? If they could tell stories at all. And I just love the fact that we made it a little more personal and threw in the coloration, right? It was a lot of fun and a razor that I've never had the chance to use again on channel after we did the work. So I'm really thankful, and thank you again for being here and throwing the love and support. Oh, talk about an absolutely crisp, easy, and BBS shave. That side of my head, no irritation, no problems, no nicks, no dings, and I don't really feel like it took anything off, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'm really trying here. I am not seeing any tugging. I can't feel it going against any stubble. And the shave, I mean, on that long bar side was really quite good. We're gonna grab the long bar side and see if we can pull anything off of the short comb. But I'm telling you this, I don't think so. Usually when I use that razor, I stay BBS for like probably 12, 13 hours. Like it's a solid full day of rubbing the dome and feeling how nice and shiny it feels, right? Oh, what a shave. Yeah, this is going through my, like the stubble, like it's butter. There's absolutely no stubble on my head whatsoever. You can see here, I mean, we're seeing a little bit of tricklage. Check that out. You see this? I am getting a little bit more stubble off this side. I got a little bit off. I may have missed a side, but I didn't feel like it was pulling anything off, but looking in the lather, yeah, I was able to see a little bit. That's interesting. I actually may have that angle dialed in this time so smoothly. You see that? Ah, there you go. Now, this is more of what I was looking for. Take a look. That's what I thought was happening. Interesting. Yeah, I probably just missed a spot. To be really honest, it feels like there's nothing there. Ultra close, so smooth. And I love this kind of shave, right? Where you're going to shine and shimmer. And it's just going to say, hey, I know what's going down. Oh, what a shape. Beautiful, close, and a clown fruit perfection. A clown fruit goodness right here. Beautiful shave, super close, ultra comfortable, and no nicks, no dings, and no irritation whatsoever. Oh, love these razors, absolutely love these razors. Both of them, again, are very, very common. You will see them often. And I cannot believe how well the long comb Gillette New did side by side the Gillette, like the short comb. Side by side, I'm really impressed, really surprised. And I have to say, I loved the long bar side today. It just goes to shows, it's always good to revisit gear that you haven't picked up in a while, right? Awesome shave. Thrilled to have had you here for it. Again, Clown Fruit is going to be available. It's coming out here shortly. I cannot wait to see what everybody comes up with for the festivities. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you don't end up buying the soap, right, it's always fun just to watch what other people are doing with their stuff that comes in. Beautiful labels. Again, love this one. We're grabbing a little bit of that splash and we're throwing it directly on. Oh, wow. That is the stuff of stuff right there. That is the stuff that belongs inside of a candy bag for sure. Inside of a trick or treat bag, inside of a pillow sack. That is an absolutely beautiful scent. It definitely has some punch. It has a lot of presence. It smells very sweet to me. Bubblegum-esque. I get a little bit of that absinthe. Cotton candy maybe. Awesome awesome scent. Again, from Phoenix, Artisan Accoutrements, releasing here shortly, Friday the 13th weekend. Awesome shave. Thank you again for joining me for it. I am thrilled to have had you guys here. And until I see you all again, Subes out.